I'm Cecilia, and today I will be speaking to you all about bystander intervention. So according to the National Crime Victimization Survey, bystander was present in 65% of violent crimes. So I want to tell you all a little bit about what a bystander is and what bystander intervention is. So a bystander is someone who is present but not involved, a spectator, an onlooker. Bystander intervention is a social model that predicts that most people are unlikely to help others in certain situations. So a crime can happen anytime, anywhere. Many of you can be the victims, and I feel it's important for you all to understand. And I have actually experienced verbal harassment in public, and that's why I feel like I'm credible enough to speak to you about it all today, because I know how it feels to be in that position, and I have also been researching bystander intervention for about 2 weeks. Yeah, so by understanding what bystander intervention is, you'll have more knowledge, and I hope that by the end of the speech you're all motivated or persuaded to intervene for someone who is in need of help. And first, I will speak to you all about the problems of bystander intervention. Then I will tell you all causes as to why people do not actually intervene for other people. And then I will tell you all a really simple solution. So let's begin. Problems. So in many cases, people are present and witnessing a certain crime, but they do not intervene. And according to 16 exceptional bystander effect statistics by Brandon Gale, when there are 4 or more people present to a certain crime situation, the likelihood that one of them would help is only 31%. So that number is really low. Like, let's say we're all here and we are looking at someone being bullied, I don't know, verbally harassed. The likelihood that someone would help is only 31% because people are, I guess, too busy looking at what the other person would do for the person that is actually being harassed or bullied. And so according to Targeted News Service, bullying is a peer relationship problem. So it means that when bullying happens, it's because the peers actually let it happen. People who are there let it happen, and they don't stand up for the person and help them or intervene for them. So now that I told you all a few problems about bystander, about being just a bystander, I want to talk to you all about the causes. So there are many causes as to why people do not help or intervene for others, and according to eyesonbullying.com, last updated in 2015, the causes are that people think it's none of my business. So let's say you're a bystander and you're witnessing, I don't know, a man hitting his wife or someone verbally harassing another person. You might think, oh, that's none of my business, why should I care? But let's not have that mentality. If you're there, if you are a bystander, if you are witnessing what's going on, it's your business because you're there. So another one is that they don't want to get hurt. And I guess that's a big one. People don't want to get hurt. If they see someone being hurt, they don't want to get hurt. So you can actually just call 911 if that's your fear. Call for help. One call can help the person. One call can help a lot. They feel powerless. People feel powerless as to they don't know what to do, and they don't feel like they have enough power to step up for another person. And in some cases, they might not like the victim or feel that the victim does not deserve their help. But if you're witnessing a crime or somebody being bullied, harassed, even raped in public, because that has happened in public places, don't just because you know the person or you don't like them doesn't mean that you do not want to help them. Yeah, we should help people if they're getting hurt, even if we don't like them. I mean, no one wants anyone to get hurt that badly as to verbal harassment or being bullied or or in many cases raped, which is really sad. And they don't want to drive attention to themselves, and that's another cause as to why people do not intervene for others. And I guess drive attention to themselves, the people they're already driving the attention But if you step up, you're not driving attention to yourself. That's just a way of you being helpful and trying to help the person. And according to the Globe and Mail newspaper, when we were children, we were told not to be tattletales, and that will follows us into adulthood, which means that when we were little, they're like, oh, don't be such a snitch, don't be such a tattletale. They'll tell you right in elementary school. And then I guess according to the Globe and Mail newspaper, that follows us into adulthood, which means that if we see something or we witness a crime or witness someone being bullied, that we're like, oh, I don't want to snitch on the person. So yeah, that's one. And now that I told you all some causes as to why people do not intervene for others, I want to speak to you all about a really simple solution. So the solution is simple. Whenever you see anyone being bullied, harassed in public, step up. Say, hey, you know what, that's not cool, stop it, or call the cops. Call someone. If you can't do it alone, call your friends, or someone who's there, another bystander. Hey, we need to help this person. And share the knowledge that you have gained from this speech with others, because I feel like people are not aware of many of the statistics or of what I have talked about today, because I wasn't aware about that until I actually did my research. But share the knowledge that you have gained from this speech with others, and persuade them also into intervening for someone who is in need of help. So now that I told you all a really simple solution, let's conclude. So now you all are more knowledgeable about what bystanders are, bystander intervention, and how you can intervene. So I hope that you're persuaded, motivated to step up for someone. If the person doesn't step up for themselves, you step up for them and help them. I don't know, tell another bystander we need to help. And first, I discussed the problem of being just a bystander and what bystander intervention is. Then I told you all some of the causes as to why people do not intervene for others. And lastly, I told you a fairly simple solution. And I want to leave you all with my experience when I was verbally harassed. I was at a Starbucks store. This lady got crazy. She started screaming at me. And I didn't know what to do. I was just sitting there shocked, and everyone around me was just looking, and not one person said, hey, what's going on? Not one. It was a Starbucks store filled with 15 people. No one did anything. So I know how it feels. So please intervene for someone who is in need of help. Thank you.